since like knee high from a grasshopper for real. I'm 40 years in the game right now. Give me a sponsor. But yo, man, what's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. If you are watching on Twitter, I need y'all to tag Chico Sticks. We might mess around. They be Cowboy fans over there. You never know. But yo, it is your boy West Coast. We live in the building. This is Cowboys Uncut. This is actually carpooling with the Cowboy because I'm actually sitting in my car and I am hosting the show. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
technically, this is still carpooling with Cowboy. So this is not Cowboy Uncut because I'm out in the world. I'm just somewhere that got really good Wi-Fi. And since I got really good Wi-Fi, yes, his beard is gray. And that's because of the wisdom. That's not my Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He is being gray. So that is who? That is the Bishop, the Big Time Show. Everybody say what's up to the Big Time.
What up? What up? What
Yes,
up,
sir.
everybody? What's going on? What's going on? We here. The awesome twosome is here again. Ain't no telling who else gonna pop up in here, but we here. We in the building. We gonna give it to you. However long we gonna give it to you, we gonna give it to you. Get ready. Go ahead and share, like, do something. Just don't sit there and watch. Do something.
Well, my battery say 58 minutes, so we gonna test it.
Yeah. We'll get out of here.
That's my battery. My battery. As soon as you said that, my phone was like, "Up." We know how long the show gonna be.
Yeah. We gotta make it quick, fast, and hurry. We're gonna hit you quick and hard, buddy.
So since that's the case, let's get straight to the point. You guys already know you're supposed to share, because sharing is caring. Hit that share button, man. Stop playing around.
Please.
All right. Next thing, since you guys already know, what's up with you, Justin Kitchens? I had the wrong thing on the other side. That's why I was like, where the comments at? Shout out to my boy Justin Kitchens. Appreciate you for putting a comment in the comment box to let me know that I hadn't turned on my comments. You're a real Cowboy fan. Didn't even know you was looking out for me, and you did. Appreciate you, my boy. Yeah. What up, Roger Smith? Justin Kitchens, Roger Smith. Who else we got up here? Dang, we got a couple people up in here talking and talk. Okay.
Let me share it. I'm talking about me. They sharing. Let me share it.
All right, I'm about to put the comments on the screen like that so I can see them because it's easier like that. I know it's gonna be weird for y'all, but it's easier for me to see them like that. So selfishly, they're gonna be on the screen. Nubian King, what's up with you? I see you, my boy, watching on YouTube. To YouTube, YT, what's up, baby? My boy Ryan Fusero, what's up? He on somebody's Facebook, the Book of Faces. What with your boy? We know that's Ryan too, because you know on Facebook they don't do no aliases.
No.
No. None, bro.
None, Doc. You
Roger
are who
Watson.
you say you are.
Yeah, you are who you say you are. Roger Watson, what up, boy? I see you, sir. Who else we got up in the building?
What up, Roger?
Folks up here. Yeah, we got Roger. I said, what up, Roger? Ryan, hey, say what's up to me back, though. What up, Roger Smith?
Mm-hmm.
DC4L, what up with you, man? What's up with you?
What's going on, man? I'm sharing.
I ain't gonna lie. Putting the comments on the screen didn't make it. It didn't make it easier. But see, now I'm up here really showing my age.
Well, I can read. I can see it. I can read it. Nubian King, what's up? Marcus E. Cooper, what's going on? Ryan, what's up, man? Thank y'all for sharing, coming in. Go ahead and share if you can. Share if you can. Me and West Coast interchangeable like that. He the host, but since he had a little struggle over there, I can take over real quick. What's up, Nubian King? I see you. Thank you so much for popping in on us tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Everybody that's in here, some of y'all ain't spoke yet. Y'all need to say something now. Say don't come in the house and don't speak now. What's up, Mr. Willie Jones? I see you, brother. What's going on? Mr. Burns, I see you, man. What's going on? Thank you for popping in. Thank you for popping in. Thank you so much. I'm sharing just like you guys. Everybody share. Everybody share. Everybody share. Wes, I'm sharing, so forgive me if I got that little
What up with you, HCM? You good? Hello?
I'm here.
HCM, are you alive?
Oh.
Huh? Are you alive?
Y'all have to forgive us. Wes is on the expressway.
Wherever you are, you got horrible service.
He's stuck in on the expressway in
Los
Los Angeles. So anybody know anything about that California traffic?
You slide on
know how bad it is. So y'all got to forgive him.
I sent you the link. I sent you the link.
How y'all day been going? We ain't really got but one or two things to talk
Hey,
about, y'all.
if
It's
you can
gonna
get
get
in with your
crazy.
audio, just get in with your audio.
Just hold on just a second. Just a second.
All right, I'm hit me back though, or hit me on if you can get in just with your audio, just slide in like we be doing.
I
All
think I
right,
don't know who he talking to.
man, I'm talking to HTM.
Oh, HTM.
He
And it
literally
might be
just got off
popping
work right.
in. And it might be popping
Yeah,
in just a second, y'all.
he just got off work.
Okay.
So I was telling him that he just come in with his just his audio because where he at he ain't got really good service. So I was like, just come in with your audio, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah. We ain't got long anyway.
Yeah, and then when he come in, I'm gonna turn the comments off. All right, so yo, man, hey, so what up with you, Justin Kitchen? What's up with you, everybody? What's up with you, Terrell, watching on Facebook? What's good? What's going on, CD Lamb? About a room is being put out. There's a lot of I think you were saying say rumors. Yeah. Any updates on the rookies? What's up? We ain't got no update on the rookies. They ain't did none yet. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's finish this introduction. Make sure if you guys haven't already hit that share button, man. I need everybody, no matter where you're watching that right now, to hit the share button aggressively. Share it, share it, share it, share it, share it. A lot of content to grow. Let's have at least 100 people when Henny get up in here. You know what I'm saying? He'll be up here in a couple minutes, so we're going to have a three-man show. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk a couple subjects. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I put out one video today, and it was about when I thought Dak Prescott's going to get paid. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I am definitely tired of talking about Dak Prescott. Not him. I'm tired of talking to y'all about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not tired of talking about Dak, but I'm definitely tired of talking to y'all about Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So here is my Dak discussion, and it is a whole 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You might only get 8 because we've allowed it to take up way too much time in our lives already.
Yeah.
First off and foremost, do I think Dak is going to get paid? Yes, that did not change since my last video. When do I think Dak is going to get paid? I think he's going to get paid between the first and second preseason game. Why do I think it's because of the first and second? It has nothing to do with Trey Lance. That has nothing to do with anybody's play. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: the Dallas Cowboys they're not crackheads. They're not gonna give Dak Prescott. They're not gonna pay one man based off what another man couldn't do, who was never even good as the man that you were basing him off of. That does not make any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in the regular world, people are like, oh, well, you can still know. In business, that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's like going from that's like saying you're using the top A product and the top A product is failing, so you're gonna go get a lower value product and try to see if that lower product will perform better than that top product that's already shown you that you don't or that you feel is not getting what you want. So it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So Dak Prescott's contract has nothing to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. People outside of Dallas can affect his contract more than any player on the Dallas Cowboys. There's nobody on the Dallas Cowboys that can do anything that will affect Dak Prescott's contract. It's not. There's nothing. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. There wouldn't even be enough time to use how does that even sound, bruh? How would that sound? The Chiefs? No. The Jacksonville? No. The Los Angeles Chargers just benched Justin Herbert for their third string quarterback because the third string quarterback played well in preseason games that Justin Herbert didn't play
in. It wouldn't even be a conversation, dog.
If you do that with any starting quarterback in the NFL right now, that sounds ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It's not even a conversation. It's not even a thought. But in Dallas, at least in the fan base, it's the topic of conversation, dog. That's how backwards we are. It's a shame that it's gotten this way, and you have some of the, like I said, Dak Prescott is a true divider of a franchise fan base. We got it right here in the chat box right now. We got some that love him. There's no in between ground. You love them or you hate them. And just based off some of these comments that I'm seeing, this is what we're talking about. Because if you really are to tell the truth, Dak Prescott's career has elevated. It has not went down. He's getting better every year. It's just no question about it. But we want to act like it's going down.
Somebody gave Dak the compliment and said that he's just another Romo. I'm like, well, damn, Tony Romo is statistically the best quarterback that's ever put a star on. And Dak is right behind him, breaking every one of his records. Now, people are going to say, yeah, but he didn't win a Super Bowl. Neither did Dan Marino.
No.
So I don't see you guys stopping Dan Marino's greatness.
No. They wouldn't
no, you don't. Okay, that sounds foolish. That sounds foolish.
Yeah. The goalposts changed for Dak. Everybody know that. So it is what it is, you know, but it's a story that's going to really continue on if what you saying is true West Coast and what many believe. Say it again.
No, I gotta stop reading these comments because it be the Cowboy fans wearing Cowboy jerseys at Cowboy games that say dumb stuff. Oh, one and done Dallas Cowboys. I guess you weren't a fan 2 years ago when he went to Tampa Bay and beat Tom Brady, and then we went to San Francisco the next week. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the second round twice in his career. But that be fans though, bruh.
They don't say fans. They beat the fans. They didn't say about the Braves. They were old.
So and then I'm gonna tell you this right here. Your playoff. Listen to me. Every quarterback has a losing record in the playoffs unless he's winning the Super Bowl. Duh.
Just about.
How can you have a winning? Explain this to me. How do you have a winning record in the playoffs and you're not without winning a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That's not even realistic.
Yeah. I would like to know to all of you guys that say the Dak, because I see the world famous 2-5, and I see that. But I wonder, what are y'all saying? Are y'all giving Lamar Jackson that same treatment? Because he 2-5 too, right? 2-4 in the playoffs. I'm just wondering, do y'all have that same energy, or do y'all give Lamar Jackson full credit? That's what I want to know. If you giving the same energy towards Lamar, then I ain't gonna say nothing. But if y'all think Lamar's all this and that, y'all blinded because he got the same record Dak got in the playoffs, and he lost most of his at home. So I just want to know y'all got the same energy on that. That's what I need to know.
No, because I'm gonna tell you, you don't have the same energy. You want to know why? Because
he won 2 MVPs.
It's kind of like no, it's because it's like this, man. Like my expectations. I have 2 sons, right? I treat them the same, but I treat them differently, right? Love them the same, but I love them differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, think about this, right? There are things that might happen in my house. Boom. My expectation for my baby to react is not the same for my expectation for my son.
Yeah.
Right? My oldest son. Yeah. I'm walking through the house. We have a very lucrative Frenchie. For all the folks that be like, do we ever work? What do you do for a living? I sell you dogs with little tails. That's what I do. You feel me? One dog paid for me for 2 months. I'm telling you, man. One dog paid for all my bills for 2 months. I'll be wondering why I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got the little short tails too. Yeah. But listen to me. I'm walking through the house. It's pee in the middle of the floor. I got wood floors. Very obvious. It sits above the floor. It don't sink. You know what I'm saying? It sits.
You don't have carpet where it blend in.
You don't have carpet. I can see the urine.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking in my head, everybody in this room is getting their butt whooped. There's 2 people in there, my son, my baby, and my little quad, because everybody in here should know that there's pee in this room. But you know who I really get on? My oldest son. Why? Because the expectation is higher for him. Why? Because he's at a different level. Now, guess what? My baby win trophy. He's a dog. He's a top in everything he do.
Yeah.
So there's still an expectation for him too. It's just not the same for his older brother.
Yeah.
And guess what? We live in those environments. Guess what? Some of us are the children of our parents that had to succeed.
No choice.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, listen to me. And I am not trying to listen. I love my brother, I love my sister, and they are all financially set. They are all financially well. But I had to make it, bro.
Yeah. Like, really?
You feel me? Like, they can just be like,
you had to dig.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, what I'm doing right now is what my mom always expected me to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was, you gonna be a preacher? No, I'm not. I'll hang with him. I'll kick it with him. I'll do shows with him too.
Yeah. I'm right here.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean. Like, when they look at Lamar, to a degree, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me talk to your soul. To a degree, y'all know Lamar Jackson ain't no Super Bowl winning quarterback, bruh.
Yeah.
I love Lamar too. But guess what? If Lamar never wins a Super Bowl, he'll never be judged by it.
Nope.
Never, bruh. He'll never be judged by it. But
Nope.
Dak will. You want to know why? Because in the back of your mind, you know he's a winner.
Yeah.
You know it. And that's why Dak, in the year 8 of his career, is considered a loser because he hasn't won the ultimate prize.
Yeah. Yeah, I see
Like,
that.
think about that.
Yeah, and I see that, but you're right.
Lamar's a different type of player. He's a quarterback, bro. Go ahead.
Well, you're right. He's a different type of player. He's considered to be a real franchise quarterback because he was drafted number 1 overall, right?
Any quarterback that you label as a franchise quarterback you have literally said that is a person that we feel can take us to a Super Bowl and win it.
Yeah.
Period. That is wifey material. That's not your girlfriend no more.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's a 2-time MVP. And he's a number 1 pick
of the NFL. No, of the NFL.
Of the NFL. Leonard
So
Lamar.
that means 2 times in his league, 2 times in his career, he's been looked at as the best player in the entire NFL.
Yeah, and he's a all-pro quarterback, and he was the number 1 pick in the draft coming out. So his expectations should be way higher than Dak Prescott.
He should have 2 Super Bowl rings right now, bruh. His expectations, he should have 2.
But see, I'm coming from the factual standpoint. You're coming saying he's a different type player. His expectations ought to be way higher than Dak Prescott. So what do you call?
They said Dak was going to be a tight end. They said Dak was going to be a tight end coming into the NFL. Come on, bruh. Listen to me. When they took Lamar, they had the expectation that he is the guy that can take us where we need to go. And for the most part, he's been the best player in the regular season. He has been.
Yes. So what is the expectations for Lamar? Because again, I'm still saying the same thing. You got to hit him with the same language that you hit Dak with. But to be honest with you, you ought to be coming to him a little bit further. But nobody says that about Lamar. Nobody. No, it's not the same energy. I'm just wondering why. You know what I'm saying? Dak can't do absolutely nothing wrong. He got to be perfect. And even then, y'all will still kill him. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You say, we understand you'll take Lamar over Dak every day, twice on Sundays, but he's still 2-4 in the playoffs. It's not about the talent level. It's about what is his playoff record, since you say that about Dak.
Ask OG. Ask him why, though.
I mean,
ask him why would he take it.
I guess because he can run.
What characteristics? What characteristics? I'm gonna ask you this. Like, let's just do characteristics. Let's just say Dak is right here, Lamar's right here. Why are you taking Dak over Lamar? Let's say passing. Who's the better passing of the quarterback?
Dak Prescott.
Clearly, bro. Dak is 2 in the NFL.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Okay. He just answered it. He said he'll take Lamar over Dak every day and twice on Sundays. Then he said, because he ain't afraid to run. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so then I want to ask, can I?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I want to just say this last thing, and I promise you I ain't going to cut you off.
Well, I was about to say, because maybe the quarterback job ain't to run.
Hey, OG. Ask him this. So you taking Jalen Hurts over Dak too? Steve
I
in Dallas?
I guess he gonna take Jalen.
No. Don't save him. Don't save him. Don't save him.
No.
Let him, Steve in Dallas. Are you then taking Jalen Hurts, Steve in Dallas, over Dak Prescott? Because he got 15 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. He's a great
Go ahead,
runner.
OG. He's going to have to answer me. He said never.
He just said never.
What? So what are we talking about?
So what is Lamar? What? See, watch this. Watch this, Steven. Watch this. You say never. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you a question you ain't never probably been asked before. Who would you take now? I mean, who's a better thrower of the football? Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts
for sure.
So really the advantage that Lamar has is that he's so dynamic and speedy and he can run the football. and he made such ESPN highlight plays. But guess who's a better passer? That's what the quarterback's supposed to do. Dak Prescott is in the top 2 or 3 every year in quarterback rating, completion
quarterback
percentage.
stats, bro.
He's top 2 or
Quarterback
3 every
stats.
year. So
that's what I'm saying, OG. They not looking for a quarterback, bro. They're looking for a diva. They're looking for a superstar.
Athlete, a real true running back athlete. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Steven Dallas, and we don't mean to be coming at you, but it don't really make.
Great conversation.
Now,
Appreciate
Lamar
you,
did have a wide receiver corps, but listen, you're in the NFL. That stuff that worked at Louisville and stuff that worked at Florida State, that don't supposed to happen in the NFL. You do realize that, right? That's why the running backs who are known runners, that's why they get hurt. That's why they don't last long, because they can't take that. This is not Wichita State. This is not Oklahoma and all that. You got to pass the football now. You got to when you get to on this level. That's why Lamar been dinged up the last few years. Remember, you done slowed down.
They've been in the playoffs the last 2 years. Think about this. They've been in the playoffs the last 2 years, but he's only played in one.
It's a reason why. Because he's running too much. Y'all, okay. So let's not. It is what it is. Y'all just gonna find this. But when it comes to Dak, the goalpost move, it's just that simple. Ain't nothing else to talk about it like that. I get it.
And that was your Dak discussion, and I'm done with it. Next.
Yeah, I'm done. So,
OG, you called me on the phone and you was talking to me about something, and I said, stop. Tell me on air.
So there was a report that came out today. It's really an old report, but it's just come out again and it caught fire. A lot of content creators done talked about it. So let me read it to you. It's about it's a report. Don't know if it's true or not, but the report is Mike McCarthy getting fed up with Jerry Jones undermining him. It took fire. Everybody's talking about it. The 4-letter networks were talking about it today. So they're trying to spread it around. It says Dallas Cowboys head coach is entering the final year of his contract on the hot seat. McCarthy's perceived lack of power as a lame duck appears to be gnawing at him a bit. McCarthy's job status was a major headline after the Cowboys were upset at home by the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. There were rumors the Cowboys could fire McCarthy and try to hire former Patriot head coach Bill Belichick. In fact, many think Belichick has a chance to take over the job in 2025. However, the Cowboys have decided to let McCarthy ride out the 2024 season to prove his worth for a new contract. The team currently has McCarthy, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Parsons heading into their all-in season on the last years of their contract. Basically, and there's more to it, but basically it's saying that he's been undermined by Jerry. And to me, I want to say, well, how is that he's being undermined? And if this is true, if he is talking like this, and a lot of people say the reports are coming from executives inside the building. So there's a little steam on it. Okay, but my question is this. It's too late to say it now because you don't let him run over you for the last 2-3 years, if that's the case, because he's been doing this all the time. He's only getting paid $4 million. This year, I had said just about 30 minutes ago on my show, Wes, shoot, when they brought Andy Dalton in, Andy Dalton was paid $5 million. So wait a minute. The coach is getting paid $4 million and a backup quarterback was getting paid $5 million. Dan Quinn supposedly was getting paid $5 million. You know what I'm saying? He came in and got the job, even though he tried to be professional and say, hey, I wanted Kellen Moore to do that. That's a lie. He didn't want Kellen Moore to be the offensive coordinator, take away his best attribute as a coach. Mike McCarthy's best attribute is that he was a play caller. That's how it all started. You fire everybody else. We'll fire everybody else, but you got to keep Kellen Moore. That's what Jerry Jones said, pretty much on that note. I'm trying to figure out how does he undermine him in the press conferences. Well, you really can't blame it on Jerry because Jerry's been consistent. He's been talking for 30 years. The coach will say one thing, he'll say another thing, another way. Maybe you think this player may need to play, like in the LVE situation. LVE was playing horrible at times. They didn't let the guys behind them play because they let the people that get paid the money. Maybe you didn't let them play. Maybe you got undermined that way. Maybe that was the case. My whole thing is, if this is true, you too late. You just about dang near got to win the Super Bowl, and if you win it, the Cowboys ain't gonna be able to afford you then. So the bottom line is you gone if that is the case. So I don't know about the undermining. Jerry has been consistent. Maybe there were points in time where he could have stood up for himself, maybe. But it's too late now. You should have done that, but walking in the door instead of letting people kind of run over you. How much power really do you have in the draft? How much influence do you really have? You know what I'm saying? If you call that undermining, maybe that's the case. We don't know because we weren't in the rooms and all that type of stuff. But but my whole thing was when I said this, it is a sad road that we're on. We can't even talk about football because we still talking about that extension, CD extension, Micah proposed extension, Mike McCarthy, Zimmer, 1-year deals. We're still talking about 39 players on 1-year deals. We can't even talk about position battles yet because can you imagine, I said this earlier, can you imagine the press conference the first day in Oxnard when they get there and Jerry and Steven and Will McClay and Coach McCarthy up there? Ain't no questions going to be about football. It's going to be about when somebody going to get paid, who going to get paid, why haven't they been paid? Coach McCarthy, was this report true? Was all this kind of stuff? I mean, it is a mess even right now because nothing has been done. And this is what we're going to get when we get there. So right now we're in that season where things are being thrown up, obviously. But I think there's a little sting behind here because Mike McCarthy is professional enough with that he gonna say the right things. But I really believe when them cameras go off, I believe he cussing everybody out. Ain't nowhere in the world he happy with no. Mike McCarthy at Green Bay, he got into free agency. He got folks from the free agent pool. Ain't nowhere in the world that Mike McCarthy didn't want to dibble and dabble all these years in the free agency. Maybe that's what he was talking about, undermining the draft and development. He didn't do that at Green Bay. He didn't do no draft and development. He got players because they were trying to win the Super Bowl in Green Bay. So that's really what he was saying. And for those that have seen it, some of you may feel like it's not the case, but once again, another chapter of As the World Turns in Dallas, Texas, soap opera, Young and the Restless type mess, The Bold and the Beautiful type mess. This is all that's going on. We can't even talk about football, man. When the last time we done a show where we really just talk about pure football? When the last time we done it? We ain't done it.
Well, first off, it has to be a rumor because, I don't know Mike personally, but I know head coaches, man, and head coaches are very. First off, Mike McCarthy is not an idiot. So he knows anybody that he would tell that type of information to is definitely going to say it to the media. Why? Because this is Dallas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not boo-boo the fool. So do I think he said something like that? No. I don't think he verbalized something like that. But I will say this. If you ever heard of a rumor about West Coast getting caught smoking weed on an airplane and I got kicked off, you would be like, damn, West Coast is a horrible person, right? But I'll tell you this, I've never done that before in my life. Mm-hmm. But you've seen me smoke before, so when you make up a lie and put a believable truth to it, it becomes like what? I
The
don't know
truth.
what that is.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It becomes the
It
truth.
becomes the truth. So now, since everybody knows, oh, he he has a weed sponsor named Rogue Shops, and he does his little things on the side. That has to be true,
Mm-hmm.
but that's far from the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So what I believe happens here is, bruh, you're an obvious human being. You're looking at Mike McCarthy and you're like, damn, I know he's mad.
Yeah. Got to be.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
One
you
way
know
or
what I
the
mean?
other.
Like,
He mad.
damn.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I know he's mad. And then why are the reasons why he'd be mad? Because everything that you just listed are all factual reasons on why any normal human being would be mad.
Yeah.
So it's like what you guys are really doing is you're identifying with Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? Because and I'm gonna tell you this right here. Mike McCarthy, like, bruh, you know, Mike McCarthy knew what he was getting involved when he was getting involved, man. Like,
Yeah.
these
Day
dudes are
one.
not, you know, like, so that's why I say, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, you can't undermine Daddy. You wanna know why? Because he's Daddy. He shut it all down. He'll fire your ass. What do you gotta listen? Why does Jerry gotta do something sneaky behind someone he pay?
Yeah.
That's not how daddies walk around the house. Listen to me. Daddy don't walk around on ice.
we talking about the same guy that fired Jimmy Johnson after winning 2 straight Super Bowls.
After winning, yeah. Like what? Like big time. Tell me a time other than listen to me, other than a time when baby mad at you. And baby mad at you, we might have to slide around the house a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But let's just be real. Daddy don't walk on thin ice. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that built the ice. You know what I'm saying? This is our stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it always trips me out when people be like, Jerry's undermining him. I'm like, well, Jerry can just fire him. If you don't gotta listen to me. You undermine people that you can't get rid of. That's why the person at your job is undermining you. You wanna know why? Because he can't fire you. Mm-hmm. Your boss ain't gotta undermine you. You wanna know why? Hey Herb, what up? You're fired. Why? Because this is California, it's an at-will state, and I don't really like your shoes.
Yeah. You go.
That's how it is in California. That's factual too. That it never happened to me, but that is factual in California. We're at-will state; they can literally fire you for anything.
Yeah.
And so if I'm Jerry, why do I need? That's why I always tripped out. Like Jerry's doing this. What are you talking about? This is his stuff. This is all his stuff. Yeah. Jerry ain't got to undermine. And I'm gonna tell you this one thing about Jerry is my last thing. Jerry is not like he's not that grandpa that's like, well, that's not Jerry. Like Jerry is still a very actively man, and you got to remember. When you're 80-some years old, how do he still wants to compete? So how does he compete in this arena? And I'm gonna tell you, he's not doing too bad for himself. So yeah, Jerry has too much swag. He has too much bravado to be trying to undermine a guy that he hired. No, he's not doing that. He'll just fire you.
But he never changed. You know what I'm saying?
He said he fired Landry when he was on the golf course.
Yeah, I mean,
Jerry don't care, bro. Jerry don't care, bro.
I'm saying he's been this way. He has not changed. He's not. Anytime a man will fire a coach for doing his job, 2 straight Super Bowls, and fire him in broad daylight, I mean, what else? What else do you need to say? That's
a head coach. That's an owner that believes he had as much input in the Super Bowls as the actual head coach. That's a powerful thing to say, bro.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's not even saying that he believes that. He believes that. Not even said that. He actually believed that.
Yeah. And let him go.
That's why he brought in Barry Switzer.
Yeah, saying with the attitude saying anybody can do it. And to his credit, Barry Switzer did win. But this, I'm just trying to say, this is the caliber guy we're talking about. That he don't mind letting you go, but I'm coming from, if it is true, then it's Mike McCarthy's fault. It's not. Yeah. If he's undermined, it ain't Jerry's fault. You may, but when you're desperate to have a job in the first place, you'll do things in order to get the job. Like having Kellen Moore on there, even though you didn't want it. Remember how bad
He
he
should have put his
started
foot
talking
down then.
about?
He should have put his foot down then. He should have put his
That's what
foot down
you
then.
should have did it right then and there.
Right then.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying you allowed this stuff, and if you let somebody run over you one time, that's all they know. Because he should have said, "Look, I'm a better play caller than Kellen Moore was from the beginning. That's my best attribute as a coach. I am a play caller, been one for all my life. That's what I should have done. As a matter of fact, you know that's the truth because as soon as Moore was let go, the real Mike McCarthy started coming out saying, in my offense, this is what we do. We need to run the ball a little bit more, or more of a commitment or whatever. But, it is what it is. But he wasn't going to make it anyway, Wes. He's just not going to make it. Even if he won the Super Bowl, the price tag would go up even for him. If Harbaugh just got paid, $16 million? Mike Tomlin from the Steelers, I believe, just getting 14 or 15 a year. Even if Coach McCarthy won the Super Bowl, he getting paid $4 million now. You're not going to be able to afford Mike McCarthy. So he going to be gone either way it go. You see what I'm saying? He's going to be gone either way it goes. So, and then some people will say, but I will say this, Wes, and I just said this before, and again, I'm coming from the standpoint, if the article is true. I looked at the schedule again, Wes, and the people that are here with me that were just with me about 30 minutes ago. Let me tell you something. You don't slap the hand of daddy. Now, if you did say this, and a lot of they say executives in the building are saying this, okay. If that's the case, the Cowboys better not come out real slow in these first 6-7 weeks. They better not, because the bye week is week 7. It's already set up, Wes. It's already set up that it's an easy transition. If McCarthy is let go during the bye week, Mike Zimmer is your head coach / defensive coordinator. Schottenheimer is your offensive coordinator. And Michael just exit stage left. It's already set up. You got 2 weeks to get ready for the 49ers in week 9. I'm telling you, if the Cowboys are going 2-4, 3-3 or less, Doc, they ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it out. If that's the case. That's what I feel about it.
Well, I feel like this. I feel like Mike McCarthy knew exactly the type of person Jerry Jones was when he signed his contract initially. And I don't think Mike McCarthy has found out anything new about Jerry that he did not know 4 years ago when he signed that contract.
Or heard about him.
Or heard. I just don't believe it. So do I think Mike McCarthy is tired of Jerry Jones undermining him? Probably not, because, I don't really think that he would look at it as Jerry Jones undermining him. He's just that Jerry Jones is the owner. Like, the owners, when your owner tells you to do, like, I'm going to ask you a question. Do y'all think your dog thinks you're undermining him when you tell him to go get in the cage? No, your dog just gets his ass up and go get in the damn cage. Because that's kind of how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you got to think like this. There has been things that Mike McCarthy has gotten on the back end too that were probably Mike McCarthy things. So I think and it's like, at the end of the day, Mike McCarthy technically has everything that he needs to compete for a Super Bowl this year. We're actually arguing about 2025.
Yeah.
And I just said something prolific right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna put my glasses on.
A lot of stuff going on.
Because actually, Mike McCarthy has his whole offense for this year.
Yes.
We're talking about 2025.
Go ahead and give him a preview of 2025, Wes.
Huh?
Go ahead and give them a preview of what's going to happen in 2025.
Well, in 2025, if they don't get no contract signed, they're going to have an even bigger problem. Like, they're going to have more. They're going to actually have more players that don't have contracts that players that do. So I don't even know, and I don't even know like how the NFL would even allow that. I know there has to be some type of penalty or something like that when you allow that many 1-year deals to come up at one time. There has to be something, man. There has to be something. You know what I'm saying? And if there ain't, there's gonna be. I promise you, the Cowboys turn up with 47 free agents next year, including their head coach, offensive coordinator. defensive coordinator. I promise you, the NFL is going to be like, yeah, what if you mess this up? Then we're supposed to give you compensatory picks for all those players. Oh my God, that's what they're really trying to do.
Well, they already got 12 already, Wes.
Bro, that's what they're trying to do.
Wes, just
Cowboys then found a sneaky way to scam these compensatory picks.
They already got 12. I mean, not 12
That can't get traded. There's no trade clause. Like, I need y'all to stop. Listen to me. If you're going to put something in the comments that can't even happen, you don't got to use spell check. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be using these beautiful long sentences that I know y'all use a little Grammarly to make sure it was, and the information actually be wrong. Dak has a no trade clause, so he ain't getting traded nowhere.
Nope.
He ain't going nowhere.
I think we got, what, 6 compensatory picks? 6? Or is it 6? Because we got total 12 picks next year in the draft as of right now. As of right now,
yeah, I mean the compensatory picks, we basically get them when you have less players on the actual roster than you have players that you lost. So if you're losing more players than you actually are keeping, then the NFL gives you free picks.
Exactly, which would be a lot.
So they've come up. I think they've come up with a sneaky way to keep these compensatory picks coming.
Bingo, especially if they letting go of the core. You know, if they allow Dak to walk, God Almighty on that's gonna bring some. CD, I think they can franchise CD. That's in 2025. You know they're gonna do that. So CD would be.
And he's gonna be. And you know what's gonna be crazy? Because think about this. You know what I say to see if I was CD? Go ahead, franchise tag me, right? They franchise tag him. Then you have Joe Blow Schmo throwing the ball to a $30 million wide receiver, and then guess what's going to happen? The exact same thing that happened in 2000. What was that? 2 years ago when Cooper Rush came in there. Y'all remember we were 4-1, and CeeDee Lamb was getting 35 yards a game. Now he ended up with 1,400 yards that season, but remember in those 5 games he was only averaging 38 yards a game.
Yeah.
You know what happened? Dak came back. That's what happened.
Exactly.
How did he get 1,400 yards? And that's why I said I think this was 2020. The last year Dak got hurt, I said 2020. I said, honestly, CD could have had 1,800 yards this year.
Yep. Oh, without question. Without question.
CD is a 2,000-yard receiver. He can do it in a 17 season. He can do it.
Right. And remember, his rookie
year, he got 1,400 with two quarterbacks in one season.
His rookie year, he ended up with 900. Dak got hurt that year. Remember? He broke his thumb. Missed them guys. So remember that. He had 900 some odd yards his rookie year. Could have been over 1,000 yards. So, you know.
And I'm gonna ask you guys this right now. What NFL team is going to trade for a quarterback with a $59 million cap hit? Before you can even trade Dak, you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to figure that out.
Exactly.
Because if listen to me, I'm a team that wants Dak. Yes, like I'm a team that wants Dak. Think about this. In order to trade him, there's no NFL team that's going to take on a $59 million cap hit, and then he's going to be a free agent the next year.
Mm-hmm. There ain't no team.
Why would you do that to your team?
Well, you basically be renting him
for 1 year, not even a full season. Because remember, you said you traded him week 3, so you trade him for 14 games, guaranteed.
You renting him.
And you don't make the playoffs.
No.
And then think about this. He's a free agent the very next year.
Would go to any team that he wants to.
No team, listen to me. No, before you can trade Dak, you're going to have to restructure him. Because no team's going to be interested in him under those circumstances. $59 million. He's going to be the second. He's going to be the highest paid player in the NFL for a whole year for 14 games. And I can't even guarantee that he's going to come back next year.
No. That's stupid.
If I was the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes had had a season-ending injury, I'd do it.
Yeah,
I'd do it for $59 million, man. And I know, and listen to me, and I know we the Chiefs, and I can put Dak Prescott out there, and he's gonna be somewhat. I'd do it if I was the Chiefs.
Wow. Yeah,
I'd do it. Why not? Pat's coming back the next year. I don't need Dak back anyway.
Yeah.
But think about this, OG. If you're a team that's trading for Dak, you're probably going to want him to be your quarterback the next year, right?
Exactly. He's a franchise quarterback.
So you're gonna rent him for a year and not want to buy him the next year?
It's crazy.
Then think
When you
about this,
already know what
OG.
he brings to the table.
And then what if this happens? What if you trade for Dak? Because I'm gonna tell you this right here: the Dallas Cowboys are only going to trade Dak to a bad team. You want to know why? Because when you trade a player, you're gonna get what's called draft picks. Well, you guys know if you trade Dak Prescott to the Kansas City Chiefs for their first round pick and they go win the Super Bowl, you know you just traded your franchise quarterback for pick 32.
Mm-hmm. And Tim,
For pick
I see you up
32.
there. Tim, I see you up there talking about Trey Lance. Then you gonna want Trey Lance in this preseason because he's gonna get a lot of time. He's gonna have to look like the second coming of Joe Montana in order for y'all to be talking about he gonna be $25 million and beyond. What if he don't look good in the preseason, Tim? I mean, to commit to him for so many years, what if he don't look good in the preseason
My
against
question is this:
third and fourth stringers? What are
my
you gonna
my
say
my
now?
thing is my thing is this: even if he do look good, why would Trey Lance take? Trey Lance is on a 1-year deal himself. If Trey Lance just saw Dak Prescott fight to be the highest paid quarterback and he just took his job, don't you think Trey Lance and his company thinks that we're better than Dak? So why would Trey Lance agree to making like $25 to $30 million less? He was a first round pick, a top 5 pick. He was expecting in his mind that he was going to get a $270 million, $300 million contract at some point. Why would he rob himself of that when he just took a man's job?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, that doesn't even make sense. Trey Lance takes Dak Prescott's job, who's making $59 million. He walks into Jerry Jones and says, "Thank you guys for looking out for me. I'm just gonna play for $20 million this year." You know what his agent's gonna say? He's smoking crack.
Yeah.
My client is not thinking right.
Yeah.
Why would Trey Lance not want more? Bro, he just saw Trevor Lawrence. Oh my God, bro. Every quarterback can get paid now. Every quarterback can get paid. You know why? Because they can be like, "Bro, what did Trevor Lawrence do?
What did he do?
He just got drafted. That's it."
What did Justin Herbert do? What did he do? He getting paid
won a playoff game. I know that.
He ain't won nothing. He ain't won a division. He ain't done nothing.
He never even won a division.
He ain't never won a division. He ain't done nothing.
So that means if, at best, if he goes to the playoffs, he's a wild card.
Yeah.
So that means LA Chargers, you'll never get a home playoff game.
Never.
You'll never have a home playoff game. As long as at best you won't. I'm thinking about it. You won't.
Wild card bound. Bottom line. Every year.
You're literally playing for the wild card every year.
Every year. As long as Mahomes is there, it's automatic. So I don't know the infatuation everybody has with Trey Lance. I just don't get it. And like I said before, a lot of y'all gonna be so excited because Trey is going to, if he shows out in the preseason, a lot of y'all gonna be calling for Dak's job, and y'all gonna forget that he's playing against third and fourth stringers, guys that worked at the grocery store last week, guys that just changed oil in your car last week, and all that type of stuff. Y'all gonna get so hyped. Y'all did the same thing with Deuce Vaughn last year. And dudes got in the game, couldn't do nothing. Y'all killed me, man.
Somebody said, "What has Dak done against the elite quarterbacks?" I'm like, bro, Dak don't even play defense. So what do you mean? What do you mean? What is the Dallas Cowboys defense? So I'm asking you this right now. Patrick Mahomes comes to Dallas and he drops 50 points on the Cowboys. Is that Dak's fault? Or is it Dak's fault that he didn't score 51?
Bingo.
Like, I'm going to ask you guys, listen to my question. For everybody for the one person that is saying it's time for somebody new. And I appreciate you for giving us content and stuff to talk about, because this is a real freestyle show. You know what I'm saying? So whenever people come in here and y'all disagree with us, it actually benefits the show because it gives us more content to talk about. But I be wondering, you say Dak hasn't done anything, so who are you replacing him with? Because whoever you're replacing him at that moment has not done anything either. So then are your expectations going to be for that guy? Come ask you a question. If Trey Lance takes the job right now, are you guys saying that Trey Lance should be a Super Bowl, should be contending with a Super Bowl? Because that's the real question I want to know. Do you guys feel that Trey Lance gives you a better chance to win a Super Bowl? That's the real question you need to ask yourself. Forget all this. I want to ask that question. Dude, can you find me a quarterback that gives you a better chance? Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. The first thing you got to do is get into the playoffs. Somebody said Jordan Love is better. That might be better, but how do you get Jordan Love?
You had to be
Because
worse.
we live in that world. We live in that world. I mean, Jalen Hurts is an elite quarterback. What's Dak's record versus him?
I got a better question there. You say Trey Lance win the Super Bowl. Can Trey Lance win you double-digit wins? How about that? Can he get that?
What's his what's Dak's record versus Justin Herbert?
Please.
Yeah, when was the last time the Chargers beat the Cowboys? I know you guys aren't gonna give Dak credit for that, but I'm just asking. He's like 8-3 versus the Eagles. What's his division record like?
Oh my God, 32 and what is it, 8? I believe
32-8.
Yeah,
32-8.
Stop it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, ask that question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ask that real question. Like Dak, he says Dak Prescott gives us the best chance. Period. Facts.
That's
and I'm gonna be honest with you. When you're paying for something, unfortunately, you're not paying for guarantees, fellas. You're paying for a chance. Because this is professional competitive sports. This is not. This is you cannot. There's nobody that can guarantee you anything. LeBron James proved that to the Lakers.
Exactly.
Like literally, bro. Like just because LeBron James is on your team does not even mean you'll make it to the playoffs, bro. What a day we live in, right?
Well, you playing in the play-in. You know what I'm saying?
Someone said Hurts got his team to a Super Bowl if they didn't win, though.
Was it Hurts?
They didn't win.
Was it Hurts? Was it Hurts that got
Was it Hurts? I mean, because Hurts was the quarterback, but you know how fans. I'm gonna tell you, the fans who have just decided that they don't like Dak, they'll damn near say something positive about Jalen Hurts so they can say something negative about Dak. That's just funny to me.
Or was it that defense that they had? Was it Hurts? I mean, anybody can run from the 1 yard line and sneak or tush push. I mean, come on now. That ain't hard, man. That ain't hard. I ain't minimizing because the Philadelphia Eagles were best at it, but come on now. The man was 6'6".
Jalen Hurts got to the playoffs. And think about this: Jalen Hurts got to the playoffs and pretended to be a running back and fumbled the ball twice.
Jalen Hurts and the team forced him to be a quarterback, and he couldn't answer the bell.
And could not answer, bro.
He couldn't answer the bell. See what I'm saying? They tried to make that once they put the ball in his hand and say, "Hey, throw us to the championship." Couldn't do it because I ain't even
trying to hate on Lamar. But think about this, real talk, bro. Like, man, that offense in the playoffs, that last game, yeah, they was throwing the ball, but they was not used to it, bro. They were not used to it.
No,
they weren't used to it. They were used to Lamar Jackson back there, Michael. That's what they were used to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
That was a good point what you said about Jalen Hurts, though.
Say what now?
That was a good point. I said that was a really good point what you said about Jalen Hurts. When Kansas City made him do quarterback stuff, like, cause I'm gonna tell you, Jalen Hurts probably had one of the. If you look at his stats, he had probably one of the best statistical games in a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you actually watch the game, and when they took his ability to run away from him,
nowhere to be found.
Done.
Nowhere to be found. Just like last year. You want to know why Philadelphia lost all seven games last year, almost in a row? Because they were getting their brains kicked in, and then they had to make Jalen Hurts throw the football. And guess what happened? Couldn't answer the bell. He couldn't. And I know some of y'all gonna say AJ had a great year and Devontae had a great year, but when the element of the run game was taken away from Philadelphia, they lost. Just that simple.
Facts. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Listen, I'm gonna just say this right here. And I got like 2 more minutes and I gotta get up out of here.
Go ahead.
In the playoffs is like its own entity. It's like its own thing. Like, you can do whatever you want to do, but once you get in the playoffs, you got to do what the playoffs requires you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, your running back has to be able to run the ball. I'm going to be honest with you. I love running athletic quarterbacks, but name me the last one that won a Super Bowl. I can name you a bunch of dudes that ran their way and danced their way to the Super Bowl. And as soon as they got to the Super Bowl and the playoffs was like, no, mother, you got to now play like a quarterback.
Cam Newton
It
comes
didn't work.
straight to my mind. Cam
Because
Newton
guess
got his
what? In a
brain
one
converted.
game, because you got to think about this, OG. Bro, if you give me 2 weeks to prepare to stop a running quarterback, unfortunately, I can do that.
I can do it.
I can take away athleticism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But 2 weeks to actually a quarterback that's going to be reading defenses, that's different, bruh.
Different.
You
When
can put
your
a,
athletes,
you know what they did in that Super Bowl? They put a spy on Cam and it was over, bruh.
they hit him in the mouth too. You know what I'm saying? They
Because
shut all that
facts,
down.
because the quarterback don't want to run if you've been getting hit a bunch of times.
You got hit in the mouth, and that was it. One good time. Cam was the MVP of the league that year. They think what they went 15-1. They got there and it looked like they shouldn't even been in the Super Bowl. Denver made them look bad. Just that simple. Running quarterbacks don't get it.
Hey, that's funny, OG, because let's just be real. Whenever you're playing against a player in football and you're a defensive coach, right? And a player be like, Coach, I don't know what to do. He's just doing this. What's the first thing that come out your mouth? Hit his ass.
Hit him.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Yeah, make him
Because guess what? Because everybody's different after contact.
Bingo.
Everybody's different after contact.
Lamar used to run the ball all the way to hit his head on the goalpost. He slide a whole lot now, don't
he? Yeah. And think about this. At $270 million, Lamar knows that it is beneficial for him and his business brand to be on the field.
Bingo.
Listen, Lamar, it was cute getting injured for the team when you was only making like a couple $1 million. Now you're making $50 million. Listen to me. You break your leg trying to get an extra yard, they're gonna look at you as irresponsible. Yeah. They're going to look at you as the same way some of y'all fans looked at Dak. Well, why didn't he just go down? Motherfucker, he was trying to get a first down.
It's great. As great as Michael Vick was, everybody begged him to run it till he started getting hurt. And then they started saying Mike would.
In Philadelphia, they were telling him to pass the ball.
They tell him to pass the ball. See what I'm saying?
In Philadelphia, they paid him $100 million to pass the ball.
Pass the ball. Exactly. They stopped all that, man. So, y'all got to be careful how y'all start giving all these quarterbacks and saying they better than Dak. They better at Dak than running, but that ain't Dak's game. Dak has
and that's not even sustainable.
Dak has perfected the quarterback position from the pocket. That's why he's one of the best. Hello.
Hey, OG. How did somebody said Dak scared to run? Hey, OG. How did Dak break his ankle? How did Dak break his ankle? How did Dak break his ankle? Running the ball. So I'm not saying that he's scared to run the ball, but I'm just saying, like, Dak didn't get hurt throwing the ball. Like, Dak stays pretty healthy when he's doing quarterback stuff. The worst injury Dak's ever got doing quarterback stuff is when someone hit his hand.
Bingo. And to all of you guys, and to all you guys that love these 1 year wonder quarterbacks, listen, let me see it happen 2-3 years. Because see, Dak has done it 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years. Then I'll give you credit. The Jalen Hurts who had one good year. One. I think who is that? Eastside CJ Stroud. He was only his rookie year. You can't give guys only had 1 year and say they're better.
RG3, what are you talking about?
I mean,
ain't nobody had a better rookie year than RG3, so I don't want to hear it. he ain't RG3. I don't want to hear it.
1 year. You can't give Dak done a year after year. I ain't saying he ain't. We got to see it before we start knowing.
Yeah, but CJ Stroud didn't do it. He didn't do what RG3 did his rookie year.
No. CJ
like RG3 looks like the best quarterback in football his rookie year.
At the time, yeah, he got MVP votes. He got MVP
as a rookie. As a rookie. Listen to me. CJ Stroud looked really good because he was a rookie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just being honest with you.
We'll see it this year. We'll find out how good he is this year.
And I'm not even. And listen, I don't want people to think I'm knocking him because I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him. But I'm just saying if Dak. But I'm just saying if you switch CJ Stroud's stats with Dak and you give CJ Stroud's stats to Dak, you guys are saying Dak had a down year, and that's a fact. You're gonna say Dak had a down year.
Bingo.
Because that's how elevated Dak's stats are.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and shut it down. Was you driving, man? Let's go out there. I don't want you driving looking. Let's drive.
All right, yeah, man. Hey, man, we're gonna be back. Listen, we got a bunch of conversations we're gonna have between now and training camp. Training camp starts July 24th, So between now and then, anything that y'all want to talk about that we ain't gonna talk about in the regular season, like is Tony Romo the best quarterback of all time and all that other stuff, this is the time to talk about that, because come July 24th, I'm shutting it down. You already know how I get. Don't be asking me no dumb questions on July 24th. They ain't got nothing to do with the season. So if you got a bunch of dumb questions and dumb arguments and dumb rationalizations that you want to talk about right now, this is the time. Flood the comment box, because we're going to talk about it. I'll talk to you all night about Tony Romo and blase blase. But come July 24th, check that stuff at the door. You already know what it is. Never look down, because stars up. Peace.
I'll let